Good evening, tie-dye family. I just drew my first line on this 2 extra large. Next, I'm going to take my compass that I got at Dollar Tree for $1.25 and draw angles on. I don't want... Okay, so a flat line is 180 degrees. I know I want more than 3 lines coming off of this. So 180 divides by 30 6 times. That should be plenty of lines. So every 30 degrees, I'm going to make a hash mark. So 30, 60, 90, 120, 150. Next, take my ruler and extend the lines that I started with my compass. This pattern is one that I saw Raya from Raya's Tie-Dye do. She gave me the idea and inspiration. I've also seen Stephanie use the compass. She does a nice job with that also. Shout out to her. I have both the front and the back of this shirt right here. As you can see, these two seams. So that's the front middle and the back center of the shirt. Centered using the sleeve-in sleeve method. Shirt has been washed. Was soaked in soda ash. And now I'm drawing on fold lines. I know I get a nicer product when I use the ruler. Sometimes I get a little too impatient to do so. But I do know that it comes out nicer when I do. Alright, I'm going to take each of those lines and pick them up and fold them. Unlike what I usually do with my fold lines. I'm going to move that back a bit so you can see. So I'm going to fold my garment all along that line. So I folded it over a bit so that I can get it exactly where I want it before I press down. Don't want any extra lines in there. No extra folds. I haven't told you all, I used to be a math teacher. I also have a secondary degree in teaching English as a second language. You wonder why I spend a lot of time with little children from Spanish background. It's the teaching English as a second language degree. I'm not able to teach full time. My back gives me fits on a regular basis. In fact, a couple of weeks ago when I hadn't produced anything for a while, it was because of my back. I think it's probably best to leave those kind of standing that way. I'll see if I can get all of them doing that before I gather them. I think I'll have a better fold here at the center if I get my peaks going ahead of time. I'm making the fold at this point to help the cloth go together once I start folding the shirt. Trying to get them to stand up a little bit so that I can pick them up. This is a new pattern, so you wonder why it's taking me so long. It's the second time I've done this. First time it was on a little bitty garment, though. The one I just dyed. This garment's only about, I don't know, 5 times bigger than the one I just did this to. It does make a difference, not only in the pattern, but in the working of the cloth itself. Little things are kind of fun and easy to fold. The bigger they get, the harder they get. For instance, I haven't done sheets yet. Not full sheets, anyway. I'm not sure my back can handle them as far as lifting them out of soda water and stuff is concerned, because wet sheets are so heavy. I'll have to think on that. All right. Now that I have gone over each of those lines and pleated them, I'm going to take and hold here, bring this line over, and line it up with the center. Alright, so carefully hold that, pick up this side, bring it to the edge where your other pleat is. Underneath there's looking like it's supposed to. one more blue line to bring over. Now, all the blue lines that I drew on the shirt come over to this edge. Got a problem with a fold right there. I'm going to have to fix that. I'll be back with you in a bit. Alright, I finished the tie on this shirt with rubber bands. I have sinew around the part that I wanted extenuated, and I'm about to start dyeing. Thanks for joining me. I do believe I'll put some golden yellow right in the middle. Kind of like a flower. Color so goes on orange. But it's golden yellow. I'm going to use some lime pop. One of my favorite all-time Dharma colors. Next is Cerulean blue. My all-time favorite blue from Dharma. I'm going to have to get golden yellow and violet from Dharma because I do not have those two colors in Dharma colors. Alright, I'm going to start repeating the pattern and work my way towards the outside of the shirt. I'll probably have to put several layers of dye on this shirt because of the thick folds. I know I've spoken about that a lot, but we dyers are pretty particular about where we want our white. And we want it where the sinew is, but we don't want it anywhere else. We want good saturation elsewhere. As you can tell, this shirt, which was one of my first, in fact, this shirt is the very first shirt that I put black on after dyeing it. I was so scared. I just knew that I was ruining the colors that I had just put on the shirt. Loved the colors I'd just put on the shirt. And then I put black on it. Sure looked ruined to me. I'm really glad it wasn't. However, it does have a lot of white on it. So I didn't have good saturation. But this was early in my dye processing. I don't even believe I had the chemicals for washout at that point. I'm not even sure I had soda ash at that point. Goodness. That was a long time ago. This shirt. Still like the colors though. And I like to wear tie-dye that I don't have white on, too much anyway, when I'm dyeing, just in case I get some splashed on it, you know. You professionals out there probably never do that, but this amateur sure does. So, last month, it had been 1 year since I began tie-dyeing. And I've only been publishing on YouTube maybe 6 months, not very long. Ending with the golden yellow, started with the golden yellow. This will be a very bright shirt when it's finished. I'll put it to batch in the tote with the lid on it in my nice warm room of the house. Come back tomorrow. You'll see the results. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great evening.